The Oregon sick leave was introduced in 2016 to provide all employees some type of sick leave. The law itself is not unique, as several other states and municipalities have some version of this. Really what's unique are the details. So this video is designed to give you an overview and let you know where to get those details. So what is the Oregon sick leave? It's up to 40 hours of protected leave, and it can be protected paid leave or unpaid leave, depending on whether you're a large employer with 10 or more employees or a small employer with less than 10. Now, of course, there are some exceptions like Portland, and you'll need to look at the sick leave checklist, which will show you the location later on where to get that. As an alternative to having a sick leave plan, you can offer something like PTO, paid time off, that's as generous or more generous than what's required by the law. In terms of accruing leave, employees have to accrue leave, paid or unpaid, either by the front load method, which is 40 hours on the 90th day, or they can accrue 1 hour of paid or unpaid leave for every 30 hours worked. Now, employees need to access their balances on a quarterly basis. Now, that's at least what the law says. What we do at Cardinal is we place them on our client invoices, so all of our clients can see how much has been used, how much is available currently, as well as the employee pay stubs. Now, there are going to be some details, like if you're implementing an hourly accrual one, of when to award that, how much employees need to accrue. So, for example, they have to be able to accrue 80 hours, but only use 40 hours. And then there's a rollover requirement. So you want to take a look at that in the sick leave checklist. Now, if you go to the website, and we'll have the website at the very end, scroll all the way over down towards the bottom left-hand side, you can see where this red circle is. Download the sick leave checklist. Start by going over each item, making sure that if you don't have a policy, what you need to put in a policy, or if you have a current policy, making sure it's compliant, or you have a PTO policy, making sure it's compliant by going down this checklist as well. That's a good way to get started, but of course there are going to be some issues that'll come up along the way. So we have a frequently asked questions section on there. For example, something that comes up, are my employees abusing sick leave? It does happen, and so we have some best practices. It's at the very bottom article on the FAQs of how to deal with that, or how do you track the sick leave? We have options, resources for you there as well. So if you have questions, here's the promised website that I'd mentioned, cardinal-services.com at the Oregon sick leave place. You can go there for questions. You can contact the Cardinal team. So for example, the HR team, question may come up, I have an employee, their child's school closed due to a snowstorm. Does that qualify as a sick day? Or an accrual team, that if you have a policy, let's say you have a vacation policy, which does not qualify as PTO or sick leave, and we have an FAQ on that, and you want to convert your vacation policy into a PTO policy, we can help with that as well. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, please contact Cardinal.